Hi friends, welcome back to Nessa's Nook. So today I'm going to try something I haven't tried before. I don't know if I've ever even made a video for it, honestly. However, yesterday, I've just been so lazy and I have not wanted to cook. And I asked Mark what he wanted. We decided to have grilled cheese, but I didn't video it. And we made it in the Combi. And we did put butter on it, which we have not put butter on our grilled cheese for a very long time now. And it turned out wonderful. So today I'm going to go ahead and make up some tuna melts. So I usually make mine with the eggs and the onions and the celery and all that stuff. So I'll go ahead and doing that today too. However, I don't have enough eggs. So I'm going to show you how I do my eggs. If you have an Instant Pot and you do your eggs that way, a lot of us do it that way, but some of us don't. So anyways, I'll bring it down here. So I have 4 eggs in the pan here. And I have one of these baskets like this for the 3-quart, the 6-quart, and the 8-quart. And I have about half a cup of water down below. And go ahead and put this on and go ahead and put this pressure cook. And I don't have to press any other buttons. And this will cook for the 5 minutes. Then what's going to happen is I'll let that manually release for 5 minutes and then I'll physically release and then cool them off. So I will bring you back once it's time to actually peel them. Hopefully with any luck, they are newer eggs and they're a little bit harder to peel than the older eggs are. But I'll show you that step too. So this is the beginning of dinner tonight of the tuna melts. So we'll be back. Okay, sorry about the lunch dishes from earlier. So what I just usually do is I just pull this out and then I just put the eggs physically just back in the container. And I don't know why I always run water. And see how nicely that peels? That is one of the reasons why I like to do the Instant Pot. Hopefully the rest of these will peel just as easily. So far, so good. That's cool. And I did make one of my pizzas, actually in the Combi. That's what I had for lunch. And that did work out pretty good. So I'll have to do that again in the future. I haven't showed you guys everything I do with a Combi because a lot of that is hit and miss for me because I don't know how well things are going to turn out. But see how nice all those were? So I'm going to go ahead and let that drain out for a little bit while I get everything else around. I'll bring it back over to the island. Alright, and because I don't have any fresh celery, I'm just going to go ahead and use some of my freeze-dried celery. And because I'm going to use the freeze-dried celery, I'm going to go ahead and use the freeze-dried onions too. That way, they're going to have like the same consistency. Still letting those eggs dry off. Not that it will probably make a difference. And I'm going to go ahead and start these in the water real quick. Let me throw a little bit of water. I do not measure the water when I reconstitute. I just make sure that I just take all the water out. Let me put some water in here real quick. Get out a little spoon. And then as you can see, well no you can't see because I had that up too high. And I try to just get all the vegetables wet. And I'm just going to go ahead and push this off to the side for a minute. As you can see, if anybody's ever dealt with their own freeze-dried stuff or like Thrive or whatever have you, the freeze-dried stuff comes back very, very quickly. So this is almost all back, but I'm going to still set this aside for a minute because I have to get the stuff out for the tunas. Okay, so I have my 1 can of tuna here. Seems so funny to open up tuna because, for one thing, I'm not a big tuna fan. But when my boys were alive, they'd hear the can opener and they'd just come running and they would want the tuna juice. And now my boys aren't here to have any tuna with. And I did ask Mark, because I'm probably just going to have just the one sandwich. Or maybe we'll just do the 2 and share half, or the other one, I'm not for sure. But I'm only going to do the 1 can, because by the time you get the eggs and everything else in there, that should be more than enough. And then, I've showed you guys this before. I've got this off Temu. And I know Mary at Little House Happy Home, she was cutting up some eggs the other day, and I'm like, oh, I need to send her one of these. So I did find a set of these actually on Amazon. I'll put the link to those down below. But it just works really well. She did hers like this on her set. I just usually just do it on the top. I don't know if it really makes a difference, honestly. But you just put the egg in there, and you just push the egg right through. And this cleans up so incredibly good. And I don't know for sure if I'm going to need that 4th egg. But I wanted to make sure I did 4, just to be on the safe side. So I'm going to go ahead and do the 3. And if I need to do that other one, I will. I'm going to go ahead and drain off. See, there's just a little bit of water just left. Go ahead and drain off that water real quick. Alright, so that's done there. Go ahead and throw those in there. Now I see the store actually has some celery on sale this week. So I think I'm going to try to get some more celery so I can actually have some in the freezer. I'm going to go ahead and put some Miracle Whip. We don't usually use mayo here. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple scoops in here. I'm going to use the same spoon if I have to get more. I'll just use that spoon that I stirred up the veggies in. Yeah, I might have to put a little bit more mayo. Because I do not, anybody that's been watching me for any length of time knows I make a big mess in the kitchen, of course, but I do not like dry food. I don't know why, I'm not the biggest super fan of any dry food. But see how that 1 can with the 3 eggs, and we'll just put this other one in the refrigerator. I mean, I don't think I need to put, I don't know, you know, maybe I will. I'll just put that 4th egg in there. It'll spread a little bit further for dinner. It'll be more like an egg salad with a little bit of mayo. How's that? Or Miracle Whip. Just dump just a little bit more in there. This way I know for sure it's going to be enough for the sandwiches. But that's amazing, honestly, when you can do 1 can of tuna, and that's going to be more than enough to feed a couple people. So let me go ahead and get everything else out, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have the salad mix done up, right? And I'm just going to go ahead and use my butter dish. And, you know what, I'm going to have to take the butter just a little bit and melt it just a smidge. That's not going to go very well on there. Alright, I let the butter go more than the 5 seconds. I forgot I was using the microwave. I hardly ever use the microwave. So what I'm just going to be doing is putting this face down in this pan. Now yesterday when we made the grilled cheese, what we did pretty much was cook it on 5 minutes on each side on 350. And I don't know for sure. I'll see how much I have. I might just make the 4th one just to go ahead and put in the fridge and have for tomorrow for lunch or something. Depends on how much of the mix I have. Since 4 sandwiches will actually fit in this. And then these will be the this will be the top of it. I'm really shocked at how, because we haven't been putting butter on our grilled cheese, we've just been air frying them, you know, like in my June oven or whatever. And so we haven't been putting them on the pan fry or anything like that for quite a while. And I forgot how nice and super crispy and just a whole different flavor that had with just putting butter actually physically on there. So that was kind of nice. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put, stir the mix up another time here. I hope this tastes good. I have not had a tuna melt in a very, very, very long time. Once in a while, at Mark's old job, not the one that he just left and retired from, but he would take sometimes tuna melts to work, he'd have everything like just in a bowl and he'd just put it together when he stopped. But the job he just retired from didn't allow him to have sandwiches like that. And yes, there will be enough for a fourth one. I don't know for sure. I think I'll probably just wait till tomorrow to go ahead and actually do that. Alright. And by the way, thank you very much, Sherry, for these wonderful bowls. I told you I would use them a lot. I absolutely love those bowls. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of the Colby Jack cheese. I do not like American cheese. I don't think I've ate American cheese on purpose in probably 10 to 15 years. I just don't like the way it tastes. Alright, put that on there. And go ahead and put on the tops here. And then what I'm going to do is I'll bring you a little bit closer to the edge over here so you can see what I'm doing on the combi. Alright, so what we did yesterday is I didn't put it on this layer here, this bottom one where this pan usually goes. And because I'm air frying, I don't have to have it on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on this next one up and just push that back there. Now I have this over on the air fry button and go ahead and bring this down to the 350 and bring this down to like the 10 minutes. Go ahead and hit start and I'll show you when I go to flip these what this is looking like. Okay, this is 5 minutes in, so I'm going to go ahead and actually flip these. And I had seen other people in the groups use these. There'll be actually, I got these from Amazon, so that will be down below also. But I even used those today to see how well it would work to take the Instapot liner out of the Instapot. And that worked so well. The butter, I think yesterday putting it on instead of the melted butter worked a lot better yesterday. But it's still gonna look good here. It'll turn out okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and reclip this back on and put this back in. Push that back in. Shut the door. And then I'll just wait for the other 5 minutes and then it will be done. Alright, let's see how well this has actually looked. Go ahead and shut that off now. Open this up. Like I said, that little grabby thing works so good. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful that looks. Just, amazing. So I go ahead and throw the sandwiches on the plates here. Right? And I think even though I had melted the butter the wrong way or too much, that looks absolutely amazing. What I'll do is I'll cut these real quick and I'll show you what that looks like on the inside. Alright, and this is what it looks like on the inside. So I would say the Combi is very good for like grilled cheese sandwiches, tuna melts or egg salad sandwiches, or however you would want something warm like that. I could actually even see, you know, how some people will do like the grilled cheese but have the meat in there. So my question to you all, do you have your Combi? Do you like the Combi? Do you think I should do more stuff with the Combi? Now, I know I had asked on my community page earlier that I am off work as of Friday up until January 3rd, and I wanted to know if there is anything that you all might want to see while I'm off. I don't know how many videos I'm going to do. I don't know how much time I really have because I want to try to get caught up on some of the stuff I've not been doing. But if there is something that you want to maybe see a video on while I'm off, let me know down here, or you could put it on the comment section there. And I'll try my very best to try to get that up and running. And let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. And thank you very much for stopping by. You all have a very blessed and wonderful day.